Mary Dembkowski from Oakmont is here. What a lovely surprise!
Surprise.
Love when you join us. And so I'm completely baffled. What are we talking about? What are we this morning?
I was thinking this morning, and I know that obviously the tragedy of last week is just so heavy on everyone's hearts. And I wanted to share something that happened in our community the day after that maybe, just gives everybody just a little bit of hope,
We can use it. We can use it, Mary. We can use it.
So on Friday, we had scheduled, West Ranch High School has a group that it's called a peer counseling class. And basically what it is, it's a leadership class focused on building empathy, compassion, and courage to catalyze change on campus and in the community. That's their mission. And they do it without getting credit. When they do a project, they don't take selfies and post it on Facebook. It's all about just serving from your heart and not looking for recognition, that type of thing. So we had scheduled this quite some time ago where they were going to come in, meet with our residents, and make blankets. So we didn't know if it was going to take place, being that there was no school Friday, and we got in touch with them and they said, oh, absolutely, we want to come. And one of the students was in her cheer outfit, and we all know, at that night at the football game, they came out with their Saugus High School flags. And so anyway, this group came, they made blankets with our assisted living residents, and then they took them into our Traditions memory care community and shared them with those residents. And it was so moving. We were all so moved, and these kids were just, you could tell that they were there because they wanted to be there. They wanted to do something to give back. And it was beautiful. And they told us that they'd like to come back again and do some sort of different project, but it was beautiful.
That's so lovely. And it's West Ranch High School.
West Ranch High School. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Who is is there a teacher who's the head of this? Or?
I'm not quite sure. So I know that our activity director, Abby, who coordinated this, would know, but she was just so moved by it as well. And we have pictures of the students, making the blankets with the residents and engaging with them. And, it was just it touched everybody on that particular day.
Like you said, we went through a whole bunch of, for several days, we didn't have our regular programming.
Right, I know.
After this happened. Yep. And, we played maybe 2 songs the entire day just so we could have a drink of water and step away from the mic for a second. But, we had a lot of counseling sessions with, we had life coaches, we had counseling people from the Child and Family Center, and we had pastors from churches, and just to kind of make sense of it all.
I know.
And so this is a beautiful story that you bring to us, and just like you said, it's a ray of hope. It's through all of this that the kids in high school are still, they have a heart, they have compassion, and so whatever they're doing in that particular group, and whoever's the leader of that group, we don't know, is doing a spectacular job.
I'll find that out.
So
share that
so
next
thank
time.
you for that story.
Yeah.
Mary is from Oakmont Senior Living. There are 2 facilities, gorgeous facilities, one in Santa Clarita and one in Valencia, 2 totally different experiences. One specializes, well, they both have memory care, but the one a little bit more memory care than the other. And I think that's Valencia, correct?
Yeah, just a little bit, one has a larger assisted living and the other has a larger memory care. But really, when you look at our communities, we are one, just 2 different locations. And yes, a little different as far as location and same amenities, but different views. One is closer to shopping. One has these spectacular views of Magic Mountain, but
Depends on what you want. Depends on
Yeah.
what's in your heart. You have a little something for everyone. And beautiful facilities. Can't stress that enough. And I know in the time remaining, we don't have a lot of time,
know.
but in the time remaining, I know there's something going on next week.
Food.
I know you've got all kinds of Thanksgiving stuff happening.
So next week we do what we do the week of Thanksgiving is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. We have what's called our Thanksgiving feast, where we invite all of our families to come in, and our chef just goes all out, and we do turkey with all the fixings, plus he'll do like prime rib and salmon, and it's just a great gathering time for everyone, to be thankful, to spend time with family.
So families of the residents get to come?
Families of the residents and people that, maybe are interested in Oakmont and have visited and want to come back and have this experience. We invite them as well. So that's what's going on next week. And, the season is all about food, right? I mean, a lot about food. So
no, let's call it what it is. Listen,
yes.
Listen, 90% food.
I know. And
Mare.
I love the colder weather. And yesterday, our chefs, they make some amazing homemade soups. And yesterday, it was so good. It was just the perfect day. It was a chicken vegetable soup, but we do have our own chicken rotisserie, so it was all that fresh chicken and every vegetable you can imagine. It was just, their soups are amazing. So I just wanted to share, if anyone is interested in our community, I invite you to come in, have lunch, try our soup. Tell them Mary said I needed to come in and have lunch and try your soup. We love to treat people to a meal at Oakmont so that they can have that experience, especially now where everybody's so busy with the shopping. And stop in at Oakmont. It's like a restaurant. And
Yeah,
we would
it's
love
not
to
it's
see
not a
you.
carton of Jell-O. It's
Nope.
not. If that's what you're thinking, assisted living or memory care, it's not a little carton of Jell-O.
Right.
It's
It's five-star dining.
It's 5-star dining, but gorgeous facilities, lovely amenities, lovely people who run it with only the best of intentions and just a loving atmosphere. How do we get in touch if we want to get in touch with you or Margie? And I know you have a third partner, but I haven't met them yet. The third person who's kind of doing what you guys do.
So we have Tracy. And myself at Oakmont of Valencia. And then at Oakmont of Santa Clarita, we have Laura.
Okay.
And then we actually have a new executive director at Oakmont of Valencia. His name is Greg, because our wonderful leader Margie is going to be helping open Simi Valley. So not that she has left us, but she's taking on a little different role to open that community, which is going to be opening this summer.
I'd love to meet all the players. We need to.
We're going to bring some back.
Okay.
We're going to bring some back. I know that we've talked about bringing our activity director.
Yes.
To talk about some of the activities.
Abby, right?
Abby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
because I know that you're just kind of tired of seeing me every month.
I am so not, Mary. It's, no. I am not.
But no,
It's
we would
always
love to do that.
It's always a pleasure, but especially now since Margie's going to be taking things to see me, and maybe we won't see as much of her.
Right.
I would love to know some of the other players, and I'm sure the community would love to meet them.
I'm gonna
meet them
bring our
too.
new executive director with me next time, so you can all meet him.
Greg.
Greg.
There you go. Phone number, website, where do you want us to go?
OakmontofValencia.com or OakmontofSantaClarita.com. Oakmont of Valencia is 661-568-6080, and Oakmont of Santa Clarita is 661-295-2025.
Mary, what a lovely surprise today. Thank you so much.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Tori.
Yeah, you too.